Hi! So about 6 months ago, I made a video about using up my makeup, and I kind of identified a bunch of different makeup products that I wanted to either use up completely or make a lot of progress on using, since I have a lot of makeup and I find it really hard to use up a lot of the products that I own, and in the spirit of trying not to buy so much and being more minimalist and just in general using the things that I have, since I so often forget about certain makeup products. I wanted to give a little update on how far I have come on the products. So to start off with primers, I identified two primers that I wanted to use. They're both sample size, and I didn't use either of them up, but this Professional sample size, I actually cut the top off. There is still some, like, inside this tube that I can't squeeze out, but if I stick my finger in, I can get more product out. This has been so hard to use up just because I use the smallest amount. I'm kind of just debating if I should throw it away because there's so little left in there, and it's kind of a pain to get that little amount of product left. But I'm so close to that, like it's 95% done, to be honest. And then the other primer, the Becca First Light Priming Filter, this is also like 90% done, and it's really hard for me to squeeze it out, so I probably would cut the top off of this as well to see if there's much left in here. I don't think there is, to be honest. I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I should just consider these done and throw them away, or if I really should use every last drop. But either way, I did make really good progress with both of these, and hopefully can soon start to move on to use up some of my other primers. Also, in my last video I included a NYX eyeshadow primer, and I did completely use that up. When I was using up some of these products, it did cross my mind to maybe keep them to show that I used it up, but at the end of the day I just decided to put them in the trash and not hoard my empty makeup products like a weird person. And I did purchase a new eyeshadow primer to replace, because I only had one, and I knew I would get through it, so I got this new Smashbox one to replace the NYX one that I did complete. Then when it comes to bronzer, I included two bronzers in my original Project Pan video. The first being a Nudies Cream Stick Bronzer, and I did completely use that up to the very last drop, and pretty proud of that. I did also include, though, a powder bronzer, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I have a large pan in it already. There's not a ton of this left, but to be honest, I've just fallen out of using powder bronzers. I've just been using creams. Like, I was using the Nudies cream, and once that was done, I switched to a different cream stick bronzer, a milk one that I own, and I just have not been great about reaching for this bronzer. My hope is that this video will remind me to do that, although winter time is also a time where I really prefer to use cream products over powder, but we'll see. I am usually pretty good about, if I do use a powder bronzer, using it as an eyeshadow as well, which is what I did today. And for blush, I did make a lot of progress on this one. This Tarte blush, I've hit pan in a major way. I did have a very small pan when I first did this video, but now it has really grown. I've made a ton of progress using up this blush, so I'm feeling really good about that. It's hard for me to go through blushes. I don't know if I've ever gone through a blush completely in my life. Hopefully this will be my first one. Same with highlight. I have never completely gone through a highlight before, and I had chosen this ColourPop Lunch Money highlight to go through, and I had hit like a speck of pan when I first started this like 6 months ago, and now I have a whole circle of pan. I'm really excited about that, just because highlight is such a difficult product to use this much of, so I'm feeling really good about that. I've been using it as eyeshadow as well, and I've just made a lot of progress on this product, so I'm feeling good there. Then for this eyeliner, when I first started this, I was able to like roll it up, and now I can't. It's like totally flat against the top, but I still see that there is product in there, so I can like use an angled brush to like paint it on that way as eyeliner, which is kind of annoying, and it means I can't use it to tightline, which is what I typically use black pencil eyeliner for. So I'm definitely going to be getting rid of this one pretty soon because I practically did use it up, to be honest. Like the only way I can use it now, I have to use a brush, and that's kind of not worth it in my opinion. I would rather just use like a cream or gel eyeliner if I'm going to paint my eyeliner on with a brush. So this I would consider a success. In my last video, I put 2 sample size mascaras, and I said that I was like not sure if I could finish both of them up in 6 months time, and I did, no problem. I finished up the Milk Kush mascara and the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and now I have opened a new sample. I have another sample of the Milk Kush mascara. Annoyingly excited to be done with this one because I just don't love this mascara, but I don't hate it enough to like throw it away. I'll finish the tube and then hopefully move on to a mascara that I enjoy using much more than this one. But I did go through those 2 tubes and started on this next one. And last but not least is a tinted lip balm, this Maybelline Baby Lips. I definitely know there's been some progress. I was able to roll it up much further in my last video than what it is now. I've been really good about putting this on like before I get on a work video call. It just really changes my face. It's not dramatic, but having that little bit of tinted color on my lips makes a huge difference, and I've been good about just quickly swiping this on. So often in my makeup routine, I forget about lip products, except for just standard lip balm, but I did make a really big dent in this, and I think I'm close to the end, I would say. I mean, there really is not that much left. I do think I'll be able to finish this up in a couple of months. So this has actually been a really enjoyable process for me. I find it so difficult to use the same products every day, but just having the initial video that I made and like turning this into a project for myself, like kind of a game. Even if you don't have to make a video, of course, but if you're wanting to use something up, just like writing it down to keep track of it, like, okay, this item, I really want to use this up, and like measuring your success over time is a good motivator to use things that maybe you've been slacking about using. So that completes all of the products from Project Pan that I decided to use this time. I don't think I'm going to make another update video for when these are completely empty, but I did check a lot of the goals off my list, so I would definitely encourage other people to try this as well, and thanks for watching.